I still see you. I go to the property and this is what I found. Hi guys. Just to let you know, this video is going to be a little bit different than some of our normal stuff, so hopefully you enjoy what I've put together. Hi everybody. Today I'm going to be planting my apple seeds. These have been put in the refrigerator for about 3 months now, and we were waiting for them to start root so that we could go ahead and start planting them. So I live in Florida, as you know, so we're going to try and see how these apple seeds grow. We have to leave them inside for a while, and then after that, after they get at least 2 to 4 leaves, then we can transplant them either straight into the ground or into a bigger pot. So let's go ahead and get started with that. These are our Red Delicious apples. On February 14th, we put them in water for 24 hours, and then after we put them in the water for 24 hours, and we put them in this plastic bag on the 15th. And this is the seeds and what started to grow from it. Then we have our Granny Smith apple, and this is what grew out of the seeds. Seems like the Red Delicious grew a little bit better. I guess I did have a little bit more time. And this, we didn't mark what kind they was. We put them in this container. We put them in paper towel, and we put them in with some vermiculite. And this is what came with those seeds. So there was only 3 seeds that we put in that one. And looking at them, I think they're more Red Delicious looking at the seeds. And yes, I'm having to plant them inside the house because these have been in the refrigerator for such a long time. I don't want to go outside in the heat here in Florida and shock them with the heat. So I'm going to plant them inside and leave them inside until they have their 2 to 4 leaves. I'm going to be filling up all of these cups right here. I'm going to try to plant them all in their own little container. The soil that I'm using is a mixture: coconut coir, mushroom soil, perlite, and vermiculite. And then I'm going to put all-purpose fertilizer. So let's go ahead and get started with that. When putting the soil in, you got to make sure it's not patted down too much because the roots have to have room to grow inside of the loose soil. Okay, I'm going to be making little name tags for each one. I'm making them on the larger ones because these are going to be trees. And I have also read somewhere for here in Florida that if the tree doesn't produce fruit within 6 to 10 years, then at least you got a good shade tree. I was kind of like taken back on that, but yeah, if these actually take root and everything and produce fruit, that will be amazing. I'm going to be using this to make my holes to put the seeds in. Okay, I got to put my fertilizer on. Putting a little bit on the top, and then I'm going to mix it in. Okay. And you can use any all-purpose fertilizer. It doesn't matter what kind it is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mix some of this up on top, just so it's right on the topsoil. Now I can go ahead and use my other tool and make the holes. Okay, now we'll go ahead and start planting them. Okay, make sure while you're planting these that you plant them root down and seed up. Okay, these are all the red delicious, so I'm going to go ahead and put the tags in so I don't get them confused. Just lightly rub it in. And this is where they will be sitting, getting their light. All they need is light. They don't need direct sunlight. Every day I can open the curtains and all day long they can sit in the light. Then when they get their 2 to 4 leaves, then I'll have to take them outside and harden them off a couple hours a day, bring them back inside until they get hardened off so where they can be transplanted into another container. After planting my apple seeds, I go to the property and this is what I found. These are the owls that are always up in the trees on the property beside of us. They always land in the trees, come up there, they eat, they watch us, and I guess do their scavenging in the high trees up there. What is it eating? I still see you. You fly to another spot. I still see you. What are you eating? Whose duck or kitten or whatever you have did you take? This is a picture Casey took of me while I was pulling weeds in the yard. These things here. Let me dig and show you what's underneath these things. Have to get down far enough. See? They give themselves away. They let me know that they let me know where they're at. So it's easy for me to get them. See, it usually has an attachment. There you go. And I can get them out. And then there's another one right here. And you dig down. There's a piece of one of them. Ah, Freddie come to see what I'm doing. See what I'm digging? Trying to help me out. Trying to help me get this. No, over here. Over here. Not the, no. There's something on it. Do you smell something? Gonna help me get it? You helping me get it? Huh? Really? You put it back in the hole? Okay, let's get over to this one. And there it is. And I think it broke off, so there should be another piece over here. There it is. See, when they tell me where they're at, they're easy to find. Just found these ones today. Just walking around. The green weeds grow like wildflower, but the grass takes its sweet time. Look at the size of this one. You would think it's really not that big. All of this was together. See how big it is? See stuff trying to grow on it? All this was in one spot. I don't know if that was there, but this was. Oh, and the ball. Where's the ball? Oh, there it is, the ball one. Oh, that was in one spot. Okay, I'm going to be doing this new method that I found of a different way of making soil. So let me put the first thing in, which is the coconut core. This is my 3 parts cocoa core, and then I'm getting ready to put in my mushroom soil, 2 parts, so that I can mix it together. Then we'll go from there. Now I'm going to add in the mushroom soil. Okay, I got this all mixed together. Now I got to get my perlite and vermiculite and put in here. Then we will add the vermiculite. Now for my perlite. And the perlite. Looks like a lot, but it's the same amount. Now I'm going to mix it all together. Mix it up by hand. You can also mix it on a tarp, but I don't have any tarps available right now. They're all being used. So I'll go ahead and mix it up. Oh, there's my mixture all mixed up of my soil. I'm not planting a lot today, so I didn't make as big as this is a smaller version. Okay, and this is what I see. I just sprinkles it on top. And then just mixes it in on top layer. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'll do it to all of them. And we'll make some holes here. Let's see. There's 2 of them that has to be a little bit deeper. We'll put 4 in here. Put 4 in here. And these ones here, we'll pretty much spread them across the top and then just put them over the sand, a little bit of the dirt over top of it, because they're smaller seeds. This one here, I'm going to plant watermelon, baby watermelon. And I want to go ahead and get some watermelon going. Put a couple in each one. That way I know at least one's going to take. Cover it up. Okay, and then we'll go to the next one, which is going to be sugar snap peas. And I'll put 2 in each again, just to make sure that one of them take. And if they both take, then I'll plant them separately, because sugar snaps is my favorites. There you go. When I get done with all of them, then I'll water them. On these ones, I'm going to plant, this one's going to be parsley, because I don't have any parsley plants. I have mostly oregano and basil and rosemary. So I'm going to plant, sprinkle some up here on top. And then just lightly go over the top. And then the next one, we'll plant some thyme. I'm assuming it's falling out. You can barely tell, but it is. And then just go over the top of it very lightly. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to give them some water. I have noticed that when I plant these plants, that when you water them, they move. So make sure you leave enough space so that if you're planting other plants close to them, that they're not too close, because they will grow on top of each other. I've had it happen. And I also made these so I'll know which one is which. So this one is the watermelon, so we'll put it in there. The peas, dates also on the back. Let me move it over here because I did water it and it did move that way. This one's the parsley and the thyme. So then I will know when I planted them and what is in each one. I did before use a printer and printed out the labels, but I come to find out this is a label I printed before. Let me put it down here because it's probably hard to see. This is so bright out here. And I'm gonna put it completely in the sun and see what happens. It starts fading, and the longer it's out here, it just disappears. I mean, this is a good spot for them, but I need to move them because this is my table I do stuff on. So we'll check back in about a week and see how they're doing. We built this gazebo. We didn't get it on video, but here it is. This thing was fun putting together. He's sitting still. He thinks I can't see him. I just cleaned this bed out too. And look at this. Stuff growing. I mean, all the way around. I just cleaned this bed out not even 2 or 3 days ago.
Two weeks later.
I had 6 of my apple trees die. The rest are doing okay right now, but I'm going to be using the soil from those apple trees that died, and plus this soil back here that I brought from outside that I already mixed up, and I'm going to be planting my tomatoes. These are the 12 that are still doing okay. 5 green granny apple ones and 7 red delicious. But I have found out that no matter what kind of seed you plant, you never know what kind of apple you will get on the tree. So if these make it, we will see what kind or if any fruit get harvested from them. I think I need a bigger shovel for this. This is the only one I have at my house. Oh, there was a piece still in there of the apple seed. That piece of coconut core didn't get mixed up too well. Okay, now that I got my containers filled, I have to get my fertilizer and put my fertilizer in there so I can plant my tomatoes. We're hoping that these tomatoes actually take. It is summertime. I'm sure they will, but if they don't, it's because I planted them too late. But I just received them in the mail. It took forever for some reason for them to get here. So we work with what we got. Now I'm gonna mix this in on the top layer. Okay. If you can see, I made 2 small spots for the tomato seeds to go into. This one fell on top. And we just cover that hole up, putting 2 in each one. Putting 2 just in case one doesn't take. Okay, we will cover them up just slightly. And then we have to water them. I have made a stick to put in here to identify them, because all of these are the same. And we will And these will be grown inside until they get big enough to be transplanted outside. I'll sit them right here, right next to the apples. And there we go. Everything's watered. And we'll come back in a week and see what's going on with them. I got some cucumbers, some banana peppers, and some strawberries. I don't understand why they all don't just ripe at the same time. But that's what I got today. That's going to be all for today. If you like our content, go ahead and give us a like, leave a comment down below. It really helps us out a lot. And if you like our content, give us a subscribe. It's free. We'll see you next time. Bye.